morning, dear children. Welcome back to our social class. So, children, we have started the topic India wins freedom in our class, right? And we have completed the get set exercise and introduction is over. So, now let's start the lesson and read. So, children, the Indian National Congress achieved limited success during its early years, and the leaders of the Congress at that time were known as moderates. So, Dadabhai Naoroji and Gopal Krishna Gokhale were moderate leaders, and they believed in pleading with the British government to bring about reforms. What do you mean by pleading? I told you in the class. Yes, requesting the British government to bring some changes. Okay, reforms means some changes in the society. So gradually there grew another group within the Congress. They were called as the radicals or the extremists. So they wanted to oppose the British strongly, and they were in favor of strikes and boycotts. So Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Bipin Chandra Pal were the three popular leaders of the radical group. Okay, and they were together called as Lal Bal Pal. Okay, children, and Bal Gangadhar Tilak has given a famous quote: Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. It is a famous one and still we quote it. Okay, so next we're going to see about the partition of Bengal by the British. So in the year 1905, the British decided to partition. What do you mean by partition? To divide, okay, to divide Bengal. So one part was to have a largely a Hindu population, while the other part was to have a Muslim majority. So the partition was an attempt to prevent Hindus and Muslims from uniting against the British. So children, it is not the people who created this division. It is the British. Okay, so people strongly opposed the partition and the Congress launched the Swadeshi and the boycott movement. So as a result, the British was forced to reunite Bengal in the year 1911. So this is what you have to remember about the partition of Bengal 1905. Yes, next we are going to learn about the Swadeshi and the boycott movement. So what do you mean by Swadeshi? It means of one's own. We all say, India is my country, all Indians are my brothers and sisters. That is a feeling of oneness. So this movement aimed to popularize the use of goods made in India. And people were asked to boycott all foreign goods, and they made huge bonfires of foreign made goods. And a large number of women and students joined the movement. And the government tried to suppress the movement. Okay, so the government they tried to pull everything out and they tried to suppress the movement. What movement? The Swadeshi and the boycott movement. So the next one is revolutionaries. So some young people in Bengal, Punjab and Maharashtra felt that the moderates and the radicals had not achieved enough. So these revolutionaries believed that the British could be driven out of India only through force. Okay, so what do you mean by revolutionary, children? One who believes in using force to bring about a change. They are called as revolutionaries. Okay, so they were willing to sacrifice their lives for the country. So Ajit Singh, Aurobindo Ghosh, Khudiram Bose, Veer Savarkar were the early revolutionaries, and some of them were later arrested and they were put to death. Okay, so they just sacrificed their lives for the nation. So next, Gandhiji leads the nation. So in 1915, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi returned to India from South Africa. So in South Africa, he had fought against the racist policies of the white rulers. So his method of fighting is known as Satyagraha. So it was based on two principles, truth and non-violence. So it's a very beautiful word, truth and non-violence. If you follow those two words, then you will be in a higher position in a life. Okay. So after returning to India, Gandhi traveled across the country and he was shocked by poverty faced in the country. And he decided to fight not only the British but also the prevailing social and religious practices, especially the caste system. So he asked people not to obey the unjust laws of the government, like the salt tax we have learned, isn't it? So the next important one is the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So on 13th April 1919, a public meeting was held at Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar. So General Dyer came here and ordered his soldiers to fire at the crowd. And hundreds of people were killed and thousands were injured. And the country was shocked by this incident. So all national leaders protested strongly against this cruel act. And still now, if you watch those scenes, okay, you will just get teary eyed and you cannot forget that moment. Okay, so Gandhi said, there is no God higher than the truth. So the next one is Gandhiji's non-cooperation movement. So in 1920, Gandhi launched the non-cooperation movement and he asked people to disobey laws peacefully. But in Chauri Chaura in Uttar Pradesh, some people set fire to a police station and 22 policemen died. And Gandhiji was against violence and he withdrew the movement immediately. So leaders such as Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Vallabhai Patel, Sarojini Naidu, Rajagopalachari, Maulana Azad, Chittaranjan Das, Motilal Nehru and Jawaharlal Nehru participated actively in this non-cooperation movement. So next one will be the Simon Commission. So the law and order situation in the country was getting out of control and the government decided to make some changes and appointed the Simon Commission. So it came to India in 1928 and there was no Indian member in it and the Congress decided to boycott it. And a new group of revolutionaries became active at this time. Rajguru, Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Chandrasekhar Azad and Patukeshwar Dutt challenged the government during this period. So the next one is the civil disobedience movement. So in December 1929, the Congress demanded Purna Swaraj, that means complete freedom from the government. So the civil disobedience movement began in early 1930 under the leadership of Gandhiji. So this movement began with the Dandi March and the Indians were not allowed to make salt. And Gandhiji and his followers walked from Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad to Dandi near Surat along the coast of Gujarat. So here Gandhi made salt and broke the salt law. So this movement soon spread to the other parts of India and this was called as the civil disobedience movement. So the next one is Quit India movement. So in August 1942, Gandhi started the Quit India movement. So the British government was asked to quit India. That means to move out of India. So Gandhiji asked the people to do or die in their attempt to throw the British out of the country. So there were nationwide protests and many leaders were put into jail. So next one is about the Indian National Army. So Subhash Chandra Bose was leader of the Indian National Army INA, which is also known as Azad Hind Fauj. So he fought against the British and he gave us the slogan Jai Hind. So who gave us the slogan Jai Hind? It is Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay. So one famous quote by him is, "Give me blood and I will give you freedom." So what did Gandhiji say? Yes, do or die, and what we have to do? We have to chase the British out of a country. So after the Second World War ended in 1945, the British government agreed to leave India and however decided to divide the country into two, India and Pakistan. So on 15th August 1947, India became an independent country full of bright and various colors, legions, languages, various dresses and everything. But we were one. So children, after that, Jawaharlal Nehru was elected as the first Prime Minister of India and Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the first President. So with this began a new phase in the history of India. So this is about the lesson how India wins her freedom. Okay. So children, complete your classwork neatly with legible handwriting. Okay. Thank you children. Have a great day.